Oh wait, no, it's not. Sorry, getting ahead of myself here.
Oh boy, oh boy!
This is gonna be fun!
Even split on the rune.
Sorry, it's of course the 8th matchup that they play, but they only dropped one series to 0, and that was the one that they lost to LGD. So now with them already winning game 1 in this, they're securing themselves that they're gonna be, at least with only one loss still this far into the group stage. Very impressive.
So this middle lane of Leshrac versus Primal Beast, how is this lay out?
I think overall the Lesh is going to be very happy on this lane, and he does get 2 denies on the first creep wave, which is pretty good, and laid in quite a bit of harass. Nothing to say, he's a very strong laner, and always enjoy watching how he can try and get the most out of his hero. If Boone can use Primal Beast to just clear creep waves fast, he's going to have to rely on the trend.
One thing I'm also concerned about is whenever you see something like a Leshrac, and it's up against something that wants to kind of leave the lane, wants to go and put pressure on, is that they're going to lose that tower very quickly. So how likely are we to see Gladiators make to lane once Boom picks up that level 6, rather than have him migrate to a different...
It depends how early we're going to see him max out the Diabolic Edict. We've also seen some builds that did not really prioritize going Edict as early as we're used to. So he's putting points in the Lightning Storm for now, trying to just dominate the lane. But certainly the mid tower, you can't leave it for too long, or Leshrac will probably eye up.
That tower, as it is the closest to it. Have on their
important play for control. So far, lanes, the Pudge is 7 and 2 on last hits here, but Legion Commander does pretty well against the Pudge in lane. It's not a bad matchup, and then you also have Fly spamming the case. Venomancer, Celery is putting in some good harass, a good hook.
That's a good hook. This is the second time that Y gets dragged underneath tower, but Undying tends to be pretty tanky, especially when he gets all these decays, especially with double decays like that. So 20 decay stacks over here for good.
Also nice deny there on the tombstone, making sure not to feed it. Hook lands again. Faithbeyond, a little bit stuck here.
How much you get Faithbeyond? Can they do some body blocks? Turns back around. Is it calculated? Oh, quite finish on Faithbeyond or dyrachyo. So just constantly duking it out here in this lane.
Top lane very competitive. Over and over, looking for the angles, and dyrachyo landing some good hooks, but oh, lands up, no.
Oh, there it is. There it is. And it's gonna be Celery who gets the first blood.
3 in a row.
Very nice hook by dyrachyo.
Yeah, really well played there. I mean, Venomancer is a great hero for Pudge to have on his team as well. Oh, big up, bit of... But the Venomancer together with Pudge is really good because he can set up the hook so nicely. It's a very strong slow with the Venomous Gale. Playing that close to your tower, I think LGD have to try and get that lane back. You can't be all the way up there close to your tier 1 tower.
Play here. Go and try to pull the wave, or?
They need to unblock. They need to unblock the pull. Because right now Celery still has Sentry Ward on that they camp, but I don't think they can allow that to happen.
Aww. Just hoping to get that last hit. Another drag back behind the tower. They dropped the tombstone, and now Celery. A little bit nervous here. Doesn't look like. Oh, they're gonna go back in. There it is. Isaac.
So Rip finishes him off. Now leaving the Naga Siren a little bit in a 1v1 here against Broodmother, but you can see Brood is not able to fight here. I'm surprised Ace is trading down. He does kill off the illusions. So I suppose he feels if he doesn't kill the illusions, he's just conceding the creeps and has to back up his fully. Something we've seen when teams successfully counter Brood, by the way, is that they just immediately prioritize killing off the illusions, and then the lane is easier to play.
Over here to the mid lane as they see nothing to say, and this is exactly what I was curious about. Would we see this rotation? Going back in battery assault will force them away. earlier. Dyrachyo, though, is taking damage here in the top lane. He is just being done by Faithion, by Y. Gets a hook, but
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, you were asking if we're gonna see Faithion have a flawless game like last one. We'll see those Celery coming in here with the hits.
Dire's top
Fine, but
tower
you'll
is
take a lot of
under
damage from poison sting.
Hello.
Y just realizing, all right, I don't have a lot of mana, I don't have any health, let's just tower.
Top lane overall though going pretty well for LGD despite the many hooks that has been landed here by dyrachyo.
Mid lane again. Rotation. Fill the bottle. We're getting closer and closer to that level 6 on the Primal Beast. That's when we're gonna see another rotation come out from the
Dire's
side of
top tower
Gladiators.
is under attack.
Yeah, we could see him make a move. You know, you could either see him make a move to another lane or they could come towards him, but either way, minute 6 coming around the corner and we see all the supports are in position to start moving towards the runes. All 4 of them.
They should come to him, although Celery not looking too great. The onslaught coming through and the stomp over onto nothing to say. He does manage to land the split earth, and so it looks like they can turn this back around, get the kill on Boom. And now Celery is trying to run out, cannot go fast enough, nothing to say, gets himself a double kill.
Not bad at all.
Jinkyu did get that haste rune as well, so nice to successfully control the rune.
I love that voice line.
Nice mustache.
Nice mustache.
Good one, leading commander.
What was the other one? Just nice horse. That one too.
Oh, she got that too?
That's one that she'd say if she like runs into like Keeper of the Light or someone on. Didn't Legion used to have a horse?
She did in Dota 1, yeah.
With a dude?
Yeah, a very racist dude in Dota 1, yeah.
Oh god,
Very.
really?
Yeah, he was the we humans have to stick together, kind of, you know, racist against orcs,
Xenophobic?
elves. Yeah, very.
Radiant's
very
middle
xenophobic.
tower is under attack.
For me.
Some dark history about Legion Commander. For all
Yeah,
the people
well.
who've been staying up late watching the Dota after dark. During the daylight at this point.
Dyrachyo chasing on top here, chasing after Legion, but it hurts a little bit. She stays in fights, but she's gonna lose the trade.
Yeah, there's Boom.
Never down our reach.
Nice bit of flesh heap strength there as well. I think there's a reference even in Dota 2. Doesn't she say never trust a wizard?
Oh, I think
Yes,
so,
that-
yeah.
Yeah. So she changed, but you know, didn't completely change. I guess wizards are still not trustworthy.
I mean, think about some of the wizards in this game. Would you trust them?
I wouldn't trust anyone in this game.
Yeah, they're all crazy. Even the ones that look happy and like very neutral, like Marcy. That's crazy.
Boom, have to be careful here on top.
There's multiple heroes coming out the splitter, not going to be able to land. Celery back to Gale.
There's a Lucian rune bottom, so they're gonna go over and take that primal.
Radiant's middle
He's
tower
just trying
is
to be a
under
thorn in
attack.
the side of this Naga. Like it's really
Trying his best. They're very even right now, but here's someone who can deal with Naga.
Ah, yes. Big ol' Boom. Pulverized, shakes her around, and turns that jellyfish into jelly.
Stomp very fast. I mean, Primal
Dire's
Beast
top tower is
definitely
under
destroys
attack.
Naga Siren really quickly with Trample and Onslaught, but so far she's had a pretty good laning stage, so this was certainly needed.
Dire's top tower is
Looking
under
for
attack.
something here in the tree lines. Not gonna
Dire
find
locked
anything, but
down their structures.
Already vacated the premises, so
Radiant's bottom tower is under
curious to
attack.
see if they do try to go
Dire's
for
middle tower
the
is under attack.
but
I don't think they're gonna defend. This is Dyrachyo farming up the stacks here. You know, the more you lose this area of the map, cleaning out the stacks that you have. You actually see it. They're coming over.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
does give a little time to the Broodmother though. She wants to pressure on the bottom tower, take it. But looks like Ace is still kind of jungling up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's making
Ace
his
is-
way over though now.
He's not stressing too much, but he does want the power eventually. Well, LGD though.
Ace on Celery. Not gonna be able to fight
Dire's
Nick.
top tower is under
Like
attack.
maybe on fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fine. Playing the area though, I like it. And now reaction here, moving the Legion Commander down to try and keep the tier 1 tower standing. Something we saw from LGD in last game as well, that they want to protect the towers and not let them fall early.
Nice to ward off, though the onslaught coming through from Boom, stomping around. Doesn't be too careful, but dyrachyo new myself be able to get a little bit of that stolen and a kill.
Now they're gonna have a lot of scaling on these kills, so any killing is feet away. Just to make it a little bit easier for Gladiators to get going. They have to fall back on as well. I'm curious when they're gonna go and take the ancient stack that they have. They have a big one prepared, and expecting perhaps it's gonna be for pudge on it, or maybe Primal Beast tramples it. Thing is for sure, Ace cannot farm that ancient stack at least. Broodmother does not do that great with the big stacks. Dragons and Thunder Hides.
Dyrachyo making his way over. Stacky's got the Ruthless Veil on the ground there, giving him that little region. Difficult stack to take though.
Very difficult. Can't really farm it on his own in one go. He's got to try and stick around, but honestly, he can't do this. I think he's overcommitted a little bit for that stack. I guess he has to come back for that later.
Glad there's no Blood Seekers. He's a little bit low there.
Under attack.
Though coming up with PSG.LGD,
Making their way bottom.
Find some action while Naga is free farming.
Shot forward. We're gonna be able to go and grab up this Venomancer, so he is absolutely toast. The rest of the side of GG are backing off.
Dyer's middle
Doesn't
tower
look like
is
LGD
under
want to
attack.
stress too much. To just get the kill, back out. Tier 1 tower, a little bit hard to siege up when you have Boom stomping all over the place there on his Primal Beast. Try and stack it one more time. Hopefully it's like, okay, my carry couldn't kill it, I'll stack it even more, let's go. So they already
I heard
have
you
a
like
stack.
stacks.
You know what we'll do.
I'll give you all the stacks.
Penta stack, but now it's a little bit damaged at least, so
Dyer's
gives a
top
tango
tower
over
is
to
under
punch. There you
attack.
go, that should do it. Go kill the stack now. Did grab one more point in Flesh Shaper. It's round 2. He's back.
Alright.
Back pulling him back. Rotation over on the Leshrac as well.
The Boogaloo, but yeah, they do jump over onto this Leshrac. Nothing to say, sitting very low, even going so far as to drop the Venom open. Now they're going to be able to follow up with a duel, and there's nothing there to be able to keep
Radiant's
Celebrate
middle
alive.
tower is under
Not
attack.
managing to land the hook shot, so
Also didn't get the duel win. They thought that they had it, but they didn't actually get the kill. The hook shot missed.
Radiant's middle tower has
I think if the
fallen.
hook shot landed and he hooked himself away and it would have damaged the Venomancer on the way out, then he was going to duel him. Still battling. The battle is ongoing.
I mean, he's making a lot of gold off of this, right? Like, he's already got himself the Ogre Axe. Should be able to pick up another piece now.
It's
A little risky, but no one's paying attention to him.
Took him a little while to finish it, but he did get a lot of farm. And meanwhile, his Broodmother Ace has been controlling their own jungle in a pretty good way. Ame hasn't really been able to take over as much as I expected here. So while he's farming fast on Naga, Broodmother is sort of running ahead of him and taking the damage before he gets there.
That is a pretty good strategy, considering the fact that, you know, again, this comes down to sometimes more traps that we saw, like, early. They had all these, like, super meta heroes. When you play something that everyone's been playing, you know the item timing they want to play. And in this case, you know, you mentioned that Ace has just been everywhere that the Naga wants to be, just 2 steps ahead.
Radiant's
sure that she
bottom
doesn't
tower
get
is under attack.
Waited, you.
He has been, but at the same time I feel like Naga plus, you know, some rotation from Clockwork plus Lash or Clock and Legion Commander, they could easily kill off the Broodmother as well. So
Radiant's bottom
Naga is not
tower
bad
is
against
under
Brood, but she
attack.
is a little bit uncertain how deep she can go here. Ame is a very safe carry player in general and doesn't make a lot of big mistakes. She's not gonna take unnecessary risks going too deep.
Pudge has been over in this area for a good while now.
Why they call it the Ancients. Growing old in that place.
That's why they call it.
That is why.
I like it.
Yep. Oh, to Ice Frog, that's why. It's where
Oh,
you go
okay.
to grow old as a carry. Yep.
Well, if you have a direct line to Ice Frog, can you tell him to
No, I think they're keeping that one. I actually did put that out on Twitter, like, damn, this snowball thing. Last game was just silly, man. I'm glad we don't have that visual clutter in this game at least.
Dyer's
We just have a
middle
bunch of
tower is
spiders
under
running around.
attack.
Visual
Yeah,
clutter,
that
no.
and every single particle. No, man.
True. The LGD players are big on particles. They even have the effect under them. The I don't know what it's called.
Prismatic effect.
Radiant's
Yeah.
top tower
Exactly.
is under
Yeah,
attack.
they have a lot of those.
Look awesome, but boy, do they
Dyer's middle tower is under
look
attack.
like hate. Gonna get spotted here by Ame.
Radiant's top tower is
The
under
hook shot though onto the back line, so they're gonna be able to take out Tofu right away. Primal Beast is teleporting in. Song comes out from Ame. Nice little push back comes in Q. Follow though with the hook. They're going for the duel to run through the onslaught. They do manage to get the kill on Ace though. They'll be able to finish off as they're just holding Fabian into place, but they don't have enough damage, not just by Boom, all by himself. There's the split earth. That's a triple kill now for nothing to say. And while this was going down, we saw a hook from dyrachyo. They did manage to get the clockwork, but it felt like they just couldn't get themselves into the majority of the fight against PSG.LGD.
That was the rotation that I was hoping to see from them, that they would start moving in and let Naga take over this area even better. They, of course, made the rotation in a better way than I could ever suggest. They find the right timing to go in with 5 heroes undetected, and they just get the perfect fight. They even used the Naga song to sleep the Broodmother and kill off her Wraith
Dyer's
pack
top
during
tower
it.
is under
So,
attack.
very nice way to counter out that item as well. Just, you know, take your time. And that's a beautiful execution right there by LGD.
Important to note, dyrachyo has now just completed Magnum Scepter. Opponents are being effective.
Yeah, a little bit stronger on the Pudge. Gonna be able to counter out the Naga really well, but Naga's gonna try and play away from him anyway. So we'll see if he's probably just gonna keep farming for that Blink Dagger. Usually is what we see. Needs some more items. And Team Gladiators, they're gonna mobilize around the Primal Beast. He's the strongest player they have right now. Wasn't enough to stop the last gank coming out from LGD, but he is still a force to be reckoned with. Starting to take over the Radiant bottom part of the map here, the jungle.
Double damage.
Very interesting. He has travels queued up, right? So, oh no, wait, that was not ace that. So I had ace selected, but it didn't
Dyer's
show.
top
It does
tower
that
is
sometimes. I
under
get that
attack.
bug.
Yeah. No,
Like, oh wow, that's a
travel.
weird item choice, and then
Yeah.
you realize that it's like lagging a little bit or
Dyer's top
something.
tower is under attack.
That's the next track. They're going after Y right now. Charging.
They're also going after Shane Q in mid lane, but we'll go back. They go and grab themselves a kill here. Nice hook coming out from Pudge.
It's a good rotation, and you don't want to lose your own jungle area. Even though they're sending over Broodmother to try and take over the Radiant one, you need to stay competitive for this top part of the map, since Roshan is more easily
Radiant's
accessible
middle
from here.
tower is under attack. Dyer's
That's a risky move. This could
It's a
backfire.
risky one, but they're gonna go for it anyways. They'll go, follow up the onslaught though. Good timing, good place, and they pick them up. They start shaking Faithia. They'll get the kill on Faithia and Ame. A nice move coming out from the side of Game Gladiators.
Dyer's structures
Slamming
are
down with a
fortified.
pulverize for a double kill. That is really satisfying for Boom. And of course, dyrachyo, very happy to have 2 heroes dying right next to him. Get more of those stacks right there. Good read by Gaming Gladiators, so sticking around. Honestly, I was surprised to see LGD go for that. Like I said, I'm a safe carry player. It seems like a risky move when we see anyone on the map apart from this one.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen. Roshan has fallen to the
And it's gonna be the
Dire.
Primal Beast who
Dyer's
gets
bottom
eight.
tower is under attack.
like the queued up item here, going for the Kaya and Sanchez, or the Sanchez and Kaya. I guess Kaya and Sanchez.
You can say
Kaya, doesn't
Kaya and
really matter. Yeah.
I wouldn't have known.
No, I was thinking, you know, in my mind, I usually say Kaya and Yasha or Sanch and Kaya. So it's like, I thought I was saying Kaya and Yasha, and that's certainly not what he's supposed to do. Even though we have seen that on Primal Beast as well.
It has been a long day, don't worry. Yours will be a little bit forgiving.
Yours forgiving? Just never forgive me. Me to every mistake I make, viewers. Over on the side of LGD right now, they're closing in on Aghanim Scepter.
Most play the jump immediately over on the base. Yeah, with the Dismember. Onslaught running through down to the bottom area. See, they'll find why. They get the stomps off over onto the Sundial. They pick him up with the pulverize, start shaking him around, trying to turn him into jelly. A couple more hits should be able to do the trick.
They're leaving him for the flex.
Dyrachyo. They want Dyrachyo to be able to get this.
Okay, so he left him, but he was like, I still want to kill though, so he gets the last hit on boom. Very nice.
Left sheep. Mid lane. I'm saying Ace, do get out. Careful, you can see that there is some pincer coming to Hillary. Way over. Little plague wards he can drop if he wants vision.
Looks like Radiant
gaming
closed the
gladiators.
blast doors.
So we'll be top 3 over to the side.
Game is starting to feel more and more concerning for LGD because they have that Naga farming up and she's feeling like an insurance policy. Well, I'm not sure it's gonna work for them. Then they jump in again.
Again, they find this Legion Commander. The global silence gets used as well, and that's going to be another tower being pressured by the side of Gladiator.
They take out towers here. They're starting to be more dominant. They're also drawing a line already. They want to go straight towards top and get into Naga's base here. But Naga is not even the most dangerous hero for them since they have the pudge with the Aghanims countering it out. I think LGD have to find success in more than just that hero. And big story of this game is that Legion Commander has fallen off horrendously. psg.LGD had an absolute, you know, fantastic game last game. This game, he's only at 7,000 net worth, so he's fall behind quite heavily.
Careful on the support.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, if you have the blink on Pudge or possible quick charge perhaps on Primal Beast, you can hear it from Boggle. Taking over the
middle tower is under attack.
farm. Gonna go top.
Hey, for PSG.LGD. Calm down because there's the onslaught. It's just constantly the one who's going to beat the fight here. The tower now opens itself up for.
Yeah, psg.LGD has no game. He's completely out of this. He's asking his Leshrac to carry him right now. His Leshrac and Naga, like, you guys kind of have to do this on your own. He's falling out of the point where he's barely even a core anymore. It's not like I'm exaggerating, but he is only 1,200 gold ahead of the Silencer at this point.
It's definitely been a much rougher game. Game number 1 looking absolutely dominant on his Dawnbreaker. This time around, though, Gladiators have determined that he is definitely person of fights, and they're making sure that they can take him.
Yeah, I think it's smart.
Dire's bottom tower is
My friend,
under
for a
attack.
lot of heroes over here.
Yeah, it's out just fine, just walking towards mid. Don't think he even knew the danger that lurked right there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's a hook shot here, so they're going to be able to separate the fight from boom. For the hook, gets the grab over on the clock, so it's the under flesh suits. Dyrachyo.
Dyrachyo having some fun as well with the last hit in there. Beating down as the clockwork. Right now it feels like LGD are not in shape to take any single fight. We have like this 9-second beat beat they haven't used a single time on Nothing to Say. Could be something to play around.
Casual pulverize in the middle.
Overall, LGD just sitting very far back, and even Ame, when he's farming right now, spending a lot of his time just sitting along the tree line, so it's not really out hitting creeps and like pushing with his hero. This part resulting in him being only level 15 right now, as opposed to the level 18, level 17, level 16 core heroes inside of Gaming Gladiators.
Would you like to see Gaming Gladiators be a bit more aggressive? It does feel
Oh
like
no,
they're
misclick BKB. How many misclick BKBs have we seen, man? I feel like I see at least like 5 per day or something in this
We
group
have seen
stage. I
quite
see
a few.
so many missed BKBs. Oh, this feels awful. Now they slow
You're
it
gonna go
down.
for the smoke?
Is under attack.
They kind of have to. They can't just sit back and do nothing. But that's really rough.
They don't have the BKB, like this. Especially, it's so important on nothing to say, too.
Yeah, this is the item. It's literally the item that they need to play around right now, is what I was suggesting, and that misclick is very costly. It loses their possible momentum here to try and do something, and Gaming Gladiators just enjoying a very secure game of farming up and owning most of the map.
And I will say that Ame has had a lot of space. He is doing a good job of just constantly moving around the map and getting the smart, but Storm is going to be coming to them very soon, I think. Dyrachyo, yeah, he found himself a Shrek, but he's going to teleport away. Is there a specific item that they're waiting for on the side of Gaming Gladiators? It does feel like it's slowing down a little bit.
It's slowing down, but I think it's completely fine. I think they're going to slow this game down quite a bit, because they don't have a lot of threat towards the late game, as they have sort of stopped leading commander from scaling as a core. This is now a situation where all 3 of their cores are going to be very powerful, and Naga Siren is pretty hard countered by Pudge. So all they need to solve is the Leshrac. And well, if he's going to misclick his BKB like that, he's kind of solving himself right now. So yeah, they need to get something going around him, and I believe every minute that passes, the game is getting more and more in Gaming Gladiators controlling.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They sit right underneath the board. They know exactly where LGD is. Rockets thrown out by Clock. Own vision.
That Aghanims at least, so he can certainly do some damage and scout from his base. And he kills some spiders with it immediately, so that's kind of nice. Still, sort of immobilized on the side of LGD here. They're taking the scraps, the crumbs that are left over on the map, but certainly the majority of the cake belongs to Gaming Gladiators. They're just spawning in 2 seconds. They have a Venom Ward, so they're gonna see it. But time's up. Oh, actually, that wasn't the spawn, that's the can spawn. It's gonna be a late spawn. This is a maximum timer even, spawning at 3 minutes.
Spinning the wave over here, just making sure that, oh god. But, I mean, that's why you get a Legion, right? Just cleans up all the spiders very, very quickly. Part is completed though for Naga now, so again, just getting more and more of these items. That's the ags on top of everything else.
It's tankier now, but I don't know if this part will really change too much how the game is going to play out, because Pudge doesn't have a limited amount of damage output. If he goes on top of the illusions with his rot, he will continuously burn them down and they will die. I'm not saying it's a bad item, but it's not an item that will change something from impossible to impossible.
Oh boy, alright, well Y is not going to be a part of this tower defense. He is already ripped apart by dyrachyo and Boom. Fortification on the tier 2. Again, Ame just continuing to farm, trying to push things out on the front. There is a double damage rune available if he spots it out.
Dire's bottom tower is
Look like he's
under
gonna get
attack.
close enough to. Tower, slowly but surely getting chopped down.
Tower is under attack.
And that is gonna fall. I like how Gaming Gladiators are not spreading out too much, even though they're in good control of the game. They do show Pudge bottom. Immediate reaction here. LGD spot a little bit of an opening. They TP'd away with Pudge. Maybe they could fight right now.
Charge, hook shot over onto one of the spiders, but the global silence comes through as immediately that onslaught jumping all over Dim, because he's gonna be the first one to go down. Now they're gonna try to close the distance. They grab one of the bunkers. They wanted to go for Ame, but they didn't manage to grab it. Now Ace is just stuck. Everyone else cannot do anything. As Fates Beyond finding Boom gets this duel, not gonna be able to do enough damage to get the kill. But now here comes dyrachyo. He's to say. Gets the dismemberment off. Song of the Siren coming in, though. Gonna try to get out of the situation. Look at Boom. You can have the onslaught in a moment. They're gearing up. Run in. They have nothing to say. We're onto the back line to get rid of White. They shaped the wrong Ame, though. And now nothing to say. He's trying to get up enough damage. They do manage to go and just close this gap and kill off Celery. But now, Faith Beyond, they don't have the stuff, but they have the hook. We'll be able to drag them. And with an onslaught from the... Oh, but the hook shot from 2Q. He grabs up 2 and then he's looking himself a double kill. It looks so close. He manages to kill off 1. Dyrachyo goes back and drags them in. And they will get themselves a little bit more int over on Tofu.
Int and strength, baby. They're scaling up. That was a nice attempt at LGD there. They recognized immediately that there was an opening. The moment the Pudge went bottom, they try and go. But they didn't really have the damage output to quickly enough go through. The BKB Broodmother with the Assault Cuirass, with the Wraith Pack, very hard to burst. Same with the BKB over on the Primal Beast. So they couldn't really turn the game around on this, but there was a good recognition of an open.
Is back up. Gladiators love to take this. We'll have the Primal Beast up in a moment. Continuously seeing these rockets being tossed out. On by.
Someone who's very happy now is Tofu as well. He has the full, we see the replay there, a little bit more of how they were stomping around. Someone who's very happy right now, by the way, is Tofu. Coming out from Gaming Gladiators. This Aghanim Scepter on Silencer. We silence. There he is.
All the spiders, the army approaches. They have the vision. There it is. There's that BKB, the drag back over onto Ame, plus the onslaught. Face the end. He just can't stay alive as they just grab their hands on the Naga and they murder her. Why? Not going to be able to get caught by the hook, but this is a dead Naga for a minute. They have buyback over on Faith Beyond if they want to try to bring him back out, but I think they just concede this approach and prepare for the inevitable, where Gaming Gladiators is going to be knocking on their doors.
Yeah, I mean, this is how they have to take Roche, because they don't have the best Roche shielders necessarily. They do kill it pretty fast, of course, but just kill the enemy first, and then you can calmly take Roche without having to worry about anything. Really nice catch there on the back of the Brood scouting, of course. Ace is spreading out like, what was that, like 50 spiders running over, spreading over the entire map.
Terrifying to watch them all just slowly spread one by one their respective areas.
Yeah, we could also see how the heart on Naga did not turn her into some unkillable monster or anything. She died very fast and her illusions disappeared even quicker. If both the trample comes in from the Primal Beast and the rot from the Aghanim Pudge, it doesn't matter what tanky item you have on Naga. You might even have needed to go, I mean, I hate that build, but you might even have needed to go for a BKB on Asa Naga just because of the Pudge. It's so problematic.
Stay with the Shivas out of the small zone here. Gotta come up with a good name for this area. It's not the triangle. We tried the bi-angle, which I kind of like. Seems to be lost on a couple people, though. What do you think? What's a good name for that area?
Sure, we should have a petition for chats. What are we going to name this? I don't know. I just go with like the ancient area, the ancients. But, sure.
The Aghanim Scepter completed for Primal Beast, so that uproar, resisting those projectiles, also provides that little bit of break.
Teams going together a lot right now. Pudge does have travels, of course, able to join on the spider.
Looking for the opening. Ace. All right, Global Silence gets popped. The chase over onto Nothing to Say. He'll have to use his own. Naga over on the back line, so does end up getting dismembered. As Boom picks him up, starts pulverizing, starts shaking around this Naga Siren. They can put a little bit more damage out. And the Song of the Siren, perhaps it's going to be just enough to get them out, as now they're forced to leave. Doesn't look like Zinq will be lucky, though. He is going to be the one who falls. There is no buyback on him. Down for 50 seconds.
There saw the press the attack able to actually save him, and we haven't seen it too much this game, but DG Commander needs to take on more of a supportive role almost and just be there to protect his Naga when the Dismember comes out to try and stop it immediately, or the Pulverize, whichever ability. If you stop one of them, it's really huge, and Naga isn't... She's not completely squishy, but if they get full channel durations, she will die.
Siren down. And dyrachyo not lands the hook, does turn his attention to nothing to say. Silence off, the split earth coming in, face beyond, getting over here, trying to finish off the and the Pulverize over on the back line, over to nothing to say, the loose face beyond, the loose nothing to say, and Ame, he is dead. The GG gets called. Gaming Gladiators will split this series 1-1.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
they split the
has
series. They
fallen.
also got a double duel win there at the end.